We all know about the Olympics, but what do figure skaters do during the 4 years between them? The answer is compete. A lot. Stay tuned and I'll tell you more. Hi, I'm Diana, and I'm an avid figure skater fan. I've watched competitions for over 5 decades, first with my mother, then I shared the love with my kids and my grandkids, and now with you. So why have competitions in the first place? Why not just have performative ice shows like Disney on Ice? They're very popular, especially in Japan. The answer probably lies in human nature. The desire to show off our abilities, the passion for recognition and fame, and the shared love of a sport. But most of all, I think competitions are fun. Although skating is not anything I've ever wanted to do personally, I love watching others perform. And fortunately, there are a lot of competitions to choose from. As I said in my last video, I'm from the United States, and so this first section I'm going to be covering will be lower level competitions in the US. If you're not interested in that, check the timestamps and skip ahead to nationals or international competitions. Also, I won't be covering adult skating or synchronized skating in this video, but maybe in a future one. There are 2 types of competitions: qualifying and non-qualifying. Qualifying events are those that lead to nationals and international competitions. There are literally hundreds of these held all across the country every year. They are put on by the local skate clubs to offer skaters, particularly those not old enough for world events, a chance to compete for practice, for fun, for ribbons, and for other awards. These are a lot of fun to watch, very laid back and friendly, and pretty cheap. Most of the other spectators will be family and friends of the skaters, and there's always people there willing to answer questions of newbies. If there's any in your area, I highly recommend attending them. Almost every country that sends skaters to the big international events has a national competition to determine who gets on the team. U.S. nationals are held in early January, and the location is announced a year in advance. There are 2 groups of competitors at nationals. The first group is made up of those 4 skaters in each division who made it through the elimination competitions to get there. The first level is regionals, and there are 9 regions in the U.S. Events at regionals range from juvenile to seniors in singles, and from novice through senior in dance in pairs. Those who place in the top 4 in each division in regionals advance to sectionals. There are 3 sections, and the competitions are usually held in late November or early December. I had the opportunity to attend the Eastern sectionals when they were held in Atlanta shortly after the COVID hiatus, and I would recommend regionals or sectionals as an easy entry into attending competitions in person. There are more skaters than at a local event, but it's still pretty laid back and inexpensive. Sectionals are also broadcast on Peacock TV. The second group of competitors at nationals are those who receive a bye to compete there. These are the high-level American skaters who aren't required to compete at the local level if they meet the following criteria. They placed in the top 5 at U.S. Nationals last year. They were assigned to a world team last year. They've been given at least 3 international assignments this year, or have an international competition scheduled the same week as sectionals. Placing at nationals is an important step for skaters wanting to compete on the international stage. This ranking is used to determine the teams for 4 continents, for Worlds or Junior Worlds, and for the Olympics. And attending nationals as a spectator can be quite exciting, as you get to see a wide range of skating abilities. From those who placed at sectionals and are competing at nationals for the first time, to world and Olympic champions, I highly recommend attending nationals. International competitions are roughly divided into two groups: the series events that take place in the fall, and several big standalone competitions in the late winter to early spring. The fall events are the Challenger Series and the Junior and Senior Grand Prix. The Challenger Series is considered a B-level competition, geared towards skaters who aren't yet qualified for the Grand Prix, although some elite skaters do compete at them as warm-ups for the season. Scores earned at these competitions do count towards a skater's personal best. The Junior and Senior Grand Prix are the major competitions on the fall calendar. There are qualifying events, 6 for the seniors and 8 for the juniors, where skaters compete for placement points. The skaters with the top 6 total points from the qualifying events then go on to the Grand Prix final. The Junior and Senior Grand Prix finals are held during the same week at the same event, with the juniors competing at the beginning of the week and the seniors at the end. After the Grand Prix is usually nationals for most countries, followed by several big standalone competitions. There is 4 continents for those skaters from the Americas, Africa, Asia, and Oceania, and the other skating federations compete at Europeans. If it is an Olympic year, this occurs after 4 continents and European championships. Pretty much everyone knows what the Olympics are, so I won't be covering that here. The final big competition is the World Championships for both juniors and seniors, and arguably the most important competition of a non-Olympic year. The Junior and Senior Worlds are held at different times and different locations, unlike the Grand Prix. The number of skaters to compete at Worlds for each country is determined by how well that country did at the previous Worlds. Each country automatically gets 1 spot per discipline if they have a skater that meets the minimal technical score. There is some complicated math that determines how many more skaters a country can send, and I will link to an excellent explanation of this in the video description below. The maximum that a country can send is 3 per discipline. Rounding out the competition year is World Team Trophy, which is always held in Japan. I have always found this to be a rather odd competition. This is a biannual competition held in odd-numbered years. The next will be in 2025. The top 5 ranking countries after Worlds, plus Japan, send up to 2 single men, 2 single women, 1 pair, and 1 ice dance team. Each team performs a short and long program, and the country with the most points at the end wins. While these are the top-level competitions, there are a lot of other competitions that take place during the year. These are B-level competitions, like the Challenger Series, and a lot of countries have some sort of memorial trophy or named skating event. Again, these are geared towards those skaters who are working their way up through the ranks, or elite skaters who need a warm-up event, or those skaters who didn't make either the Grand Prix or one of the teams for the spring events. You'll find all of these listed on the ISU calendar page, or if you subscribe to the Google Calendar from the So You Want to Watch Figure Skating site, you can find all of the events on their calendar. The point is, skating competitions are everywhere. If you want to start small and local, find the skating clubs that are near to you and see what events they might be holding. Or look for the regionals and the sectionals near you. Or be brave and do what I did. Pick a competition in a city you've always wanted to visit and just go. You will have a time of your life, and you will meet fellow fans who share your passion for skating. If this has sparked an interest in attending an event in person, look for my upcoming videos on purchasing tickets and on where to sit. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click the like button below. See you in the next video.